You woke up this morning, got yourself.
Birdman, hello?
For me, it started when a dove randomly landed on my balcony a few months ago. Birds are very common in my area, including doves, but it landed on my balcony and it was just sitting there. I was worried and thought it might be injured or sick and didn't know what to do. I put a little water bowl out for it, and I don't quite know if the bird took a sip of water, but it eventually began walking to the edge and then flew off. I told someone about what happened, and sure enough, a few days before my birthday, I got a bird feeder as a gift. I set it up, and 2 months later, bird watching and bird feeding have become a really special part of my day.
And listen, if you don't like that ramp, I'll build you another one. Maybe it's the wood.
Hey, kids, come here. Come here, they're trying to fly. Come here, the babies, they're trying to fly. Look, they're trying to fly.
The doves and pigeons showed up first.
Leave that. Don't touch that. My program's coming on.
But not long after, I began seeing species that I'd never seen in person before. Like blue jays, grackles, northern mockingbirds, and even a very small songbird, the identity of which I still have to confirm. Birds can mean both life and death, as we see with both Tony and Christopher. Christopher's not a fan of that blackbird he saw in the window, but he's more comfortable around some other birds, like turkeys, for example.
Thing with turkeys, they got no sense of direction.
They were on their way to Food Emporium, and now look. I happen to like seeing the squirrels come by. They're able to peacefully coexist and share the food. In my case, I think it's just one squirrel that's coming by, sometimes two.
The damn squirrels eat all that bread I put out for the ducks, or somebody sweep it up?
I do know that Meadow stepped in some soggy bread in her bare feet. You should have heard it.
What's the matter with you?
Sad for my father.
All right, but you gotta get over it. We don't need no doo-da-dee-da. We don't need no thought control.
It's a lot of cracked corn. All the ducks, they've flown south for the winter.
So I'll be ready for next season. Don't try at the beauty parlor.
I got the last of the tomatoes.
Oh. Yeah, they were good last time.
It's a little late in the season for ducks, no?
Well, not necessarily. You know, the ones from Upper Canada, this is the south of them.
Some birds are pets, but most are wild. In a sense, you could say that Tony's also domesticated, like many of these other guys in the mafia. But when they're out in the field, their wild instincts tend to come out, whereas they're more likely to be putting on an act of domestication at home with their families.
Why didn't you call me when this first happened?
I called the cops. They called Fish and Game. The ranger, whatever, said it was your duck food out there that attracted it.
I never heard of that happening before.
Trapper Joe over here.
When it comes to wild bird families, there's no act. What you see is what you get. Carmela actually reminds me of a woodpecker here a little bit, hitting it with the knock knock knocking sound. I have seen a woodpecker a couple of different times, but not at the feeder, in a nearby tree.
I never stole from you.
Who stole, Tony? Me?
My own wife, 40 grand from the bird feeder.
Bird feeder, listen to yourself. You sound demented.
Now, I definitely don't store money in my bird feeder. I think I'd be more likely to spend $40,000 on the bird feeder. Just kidding. I don't have anywhere near that kind of disposable income, though I have spent a few bucks on a bird bath, some different feeder types that work best for different birds, and some of that premium seed.
See, you can't tell me, because I know what you were doing. Your other dope dealers there, I remembered. Go ahead, deny it.
Okay, I was going out to see Andre, but I wasn't sucking anybody's cock. How could you say that?
Oh, so you two were just gonna go toot up a bunch of lines, go fucking bird watching?
Christopher really doesn't like those birds, as we see.
You know, I'm holding it up, and this bird swoops down and grabs it in its beak and flies off with it.
The bird's flying off with Tony's penis. Maybe not only is he afraid of losing his family because something bad is going to happen to them, but he's also worried he's going to lose his family because they, and maybe others, won't see him as a strong man. Strong men don't cry. They don't care about little birds making a home in their pool, and they definitely don't have panic attacks and go to therapy. Or do they?
It was special, them coming here, huh? What'd you think?
I really wasn't into it.
I was sad to see him go.
I'm not gonna lie, I was sad yesterday when I didn't see a blue jay. Now, mind you, I'm not literally sitting and staring at the bird feeder 24/7, but it is right outside my window where I sit and work on the computer from home. So if I don't get too distracted or end up on too many phone calls, I don't know if you're a phone walker like me, I can keep a pretty good eye on it while working, or just relaxing. Though it's only been 2 months, bird watching and bird feeding has given me a new appreciation for nature. For these birds that I know I heard singing and making their noises all the time, but it was always just background noise to me, until it wasn't. And I know there's inevitably going to be crap that comes with it, but it's something to look forward to. It's about something much bigger than myself, but it doesn't give me dread, it gives me hope. There's honestly a whole lot more that could be said about birds on The Sopranos in both a literal and symbolic sense, but for now, I just wanted to introduce you to something that I have in common with Tony Soprano. And on that note,